All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're creating the ultimate game plan for a really key part of your exam, Exercise 3. Now, this question has 7 marks up for grabs, and they are very achievable. By the end of this, you're going to have the perfect playbook to get every single one. So let's get started.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll decode the exercise, figure out what it's really all about. Then we'll go over the rules of the game, your core strategy. After that, we'll look at how to push your score up to a perfect 7 by dodging those common traps, and we'll wrap it all up with a final checklist to make sure everything sticks.
Okay, first things first, let's really get to the heart of this thing. What exactly is Exercise 3, and what's the challenge here? It all comes down to this number, 7. This exercise is worth 7 valuable marks. And you know what the best part is? They are so achievable if you just know the strategy. Honestly, these are marks you just can't afford to leave behind.
So this slide really breaks it all down for us. You're going to get a text, maybe 400 to 500 words long. Your job isn't some deep, complicated analysis. Nope, it's about finding specific info and completing a set of notes. But pay really close attention to that response style. We're talking short, sharp phrases, not full-blown essays. And why is that? Well, because it proves you can find and boil down key information, and that's the real skill they're testing.
All right, so now that we know what we're up against, let's talk about how to actually play the game. This next part is all about your core strategy, the playbook you can use every single time.
Your process is actually super simple. It's just 3 steps. Step 1, understand the headings. Seriously, this is non-negotiable. Step 2, go on a hunt for those 7 specific points in the text. And finally, step 3, make sure you format your notes correctly so you actually get the marks. Let's dig into that last part a bit more.
Okay, this right here is where so many easy marks are either won or lost. The exam paper literally gives you the bullet points, so use them. And make sure you only put one clear idea on each line. Keep your answers to short phrases, not whole sentences. And here's a pro tip. Try starting your note with a verb or a noun. It just naturally keeps things concise.
And this slide just illustrates that point perfectly. Look at the left side, a whole clunky sentence. Now look at the right. Reduced travel time. Boom. It's short, it's direct, and it's exactly what the examiner wants to see. It shows you can cut through all the extra words and get straight to the main idea.
Now let's talk about lifting, just copying words straight from the text. Let me be super clear about this. You are absolutely allowed to do this. In fact, a lot of the time, it is the smartest thing you can do. Why? Because your spelling has to be 100% correct. The second you try to use your own words, you might make a typo and poof, there goes the mark. Don't risk it. Just lift the words and copy them carefully.
Okay, so you've got the basic strategy down, but how do we make sure you get that perfect score? Now we're going to get into the common traps, the little mistakes that stop people from getting that full 7 out of 7.
And that really is the secret. Getting 5 or 6 marks is pretty good, but getting all 7? That's about having that final layer of polish. It's about paying attention to the details and not making those simple, careless errors.
So here it is, trap number 1, overlapping points. Just look at these 2 examples. It was very cheap, and it didn't cost much money. I mean, they sound a little different, but they're saying the exact same thing, right? Examiners are trained to catch this stuff.
And what happens when you do this? You only get 1 mark for both points. So you've done all the work to find 2 different bits of info, but because they overlap, you've basically just wasted one of your answers. The takeaway here is crucial. Make sure every single point you write down is distinct.
Okay, everybody, listen up. If you remember only one thing from this entire explainer, please make it this. This is the number 1, the absolute biggest reason people lose marks. If the heading asks for the advantages of the new bridge, you do not give a point about problems during construction. I don't care if it's a true fact from the text. If it doesn't fit the heading, it is worth 0 marks, period. And a quick final trap for you. Quantity. Don't try to get clever and give more answers than they ask for. If the paper gives you 3 lines for a heading, you give them 3 points. A 4th point isn't going to get you a bonus, and you just might end up making a mistake. Whew, okay, we've covered a lot. So let's pull it all together into one powerful final checklist. This is something that's going to give you that boost of confidence you need right before you tackle the question. So before you put your pen down, just run through this quick mental check. Ask yourself, did I really read that heading carefully? Are my points short and to the point? Is my spelling absolutely perfect? Is there only one idea per bullet point? And the most important one of all, does every single one of my points actually answer the heading?
So as we finish up, I'm just going to leave you with one last question to think about. Looking back on everything we've covered, from the formatting, the spelling, to staying relevant, which single tip is going to make the biggest difference for you? Find it, focus on it, and you've totally got this. Good luck!